Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that you're looking at running for president.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump.
I think that man will be president of the United States right about the time that spaceships come down filled with dinosaurs and red cake.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Donald Trump will not become president.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
Donald Trump will never, ever be president.
Moderator, but apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
You're never going to be president of the United States by insulting your way to the
Let's see, I'm at 42 and you're at 3.
We have a key race alert right now. Donald Trump now has reached the number of delegates needed to clinch the Republican presidential nomination.
So, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
Donald Trump, while we project, will win in Kentucky with its 8th electoral vote, in Indiana with its 11th electoral vote, West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes, North Dakota with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, Missouri, Ohio, Idaho, North Carolina.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear.
Together, we will make America great again.
Hello, everyone. Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy D. Day Cobra, and I am happy to see all of you here tonight. We are back in Orlando, and I had to change the title because, man, we are having a massive fight at the Daily Wire. There's a lot of drama, and I, for one, am looking forward to talking about that. But the first thing we have to do is ask you how all of you are doing tonight. And Dom H is starting the party with 10 gifted memberships. Now, let me remind everyone that Rumble is the back-to-back CobraCast champion, okay? CobraCast champion, back-to-back. Rumble has defeated YouTube on Super Chats 2 straight CobraCast now. All right. Can they go for the three-peat? I think YouTube is going to have something to say about that, but we will see. But yes, hello everyone. Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, D-Day Cobra, and this is the single most important show on the internet with 199 in the name. The most viewers, the most super chats, the most members. And we never have to shut our chat down for members only because almost everybody's already a damn member. Let's go. Now, I saw someone in the Rumble chat say we didn't have 199 emojis, but Krista has confirmed that I believe we do have the 199 emoji over on Rumble. I believe we do have the 199 emoji. Can someone confirm that? Canwolf said it. Still no 199 emoji. Christmas is canceled this year. I think we do. We'll have to see. But Merry Christmas to all of you. And I guess you guys were saying Krista giving, happy Krista giving. I don't know. You guys are something else. Mod Eric says only emojis are hail. Really? Krista, if you're watching right now, you can look in the chat and see. So that's very strange. Maybe it's for members only. I'm not sure. We'll have to look into that. But yes, so we do have a lot going on today. There's a lot of news to discuss. There's a lot of things going on. As a matter of fact, Gerald Armstrong says Ben Shapiro is going insane. He's an Israel first maniac. Yeah, so dude, seriously, like Ben Shapiro's lost it. He's absolutely lost it right now. And this Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro drama is crazy. It's wild. I can't believe it. Let's see. Sam says we used to have the 199 emoji on Geeks and Gamers. All right, we'll have to look into that and see what's going on. But she's showing me the emojis right now, and it looks like they're all added to D-Day Cobra, so I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure why. But I will look into that and let all of you know. Tupac's baby leg. Oh my God. Sup, Jeremy? Gerald also says Jeremy Ben Shapiro for beard. That might be a Friday thing. Ben Shapiro needs the Jack Murphy beard. Jeremy 199. Man, you guys are going off on this Ben Shapiro thing. Yeah, he publicly just told Candace Owens to quit the Daily Wire. Like, that's how bad it's gotten. It's absolutely hilarious. And I think Ben Shapiro has kind of been off his rocker for a while now. And again, I've had a lot of problems with Ben Shapiro for a long time, primarily his takes on Trump. But there's a lot more to this for sure. But he's pretty unhinged right now. Alan Tanasi says, I heard Trump once took Joe Biden behind the barn house and kicked his ass. Cannot confirm, but that's what I heard. Scanning in. Hell yes. Scanning in. Thank you, Alan Tanasi. Greg says, what's up, Jeremy? New G.I. Joe comics launched today. Continuation from the 80s Marvel and IDW run. Got my first issue today. 301 Larry Hama, writer 2. It's good. Get on it. Should be a fun monthly read. Thank you. I plan on going and picking that up tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to it. I didn't know they were already available, so that is awesome. Quentin just became a Cobra legend. That's a tier 3 subscription, ladies and gentlemen. Tier 3. Holy crap. That is wild. Man, look at that. Let's see. We got but thanks, Greg. I appreciate that, man. Happy to hear it. Thoughts on fitness with Nigel? Gifted a, or Nige gives a, I always say Nigel because it's got the exclamation point and it looks like an L. With Nige, gifted a D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you so much. All right, let's jump right into this Daily Wire drama. So Candace Owens had some opinions, okay? She had some opinions on the Israel versus Palestine situation. She basically had what I thought was a fair take and basically saying, like, I'm not really interested in this, just like I wasn't interested in, Ukraine and Russia. Think there's a lot more we could focus on with America. And suddenly all these people are jumping onto this story now. But when it was the anti-white stuff on the university campuses, no one had a problem with it. Now suddenly everybody has a problem with what's going on here. We're going to watch Benny Johnson just released a video about this, but it's the updated version. But essentially, she works for the Daily Wire. Ben Shapiro has been losing his mind over this situation with this Israel. And again, I understand, like, he has ties and everything, so I get it. But he's just been posting like all these horrific pictures. He's been slamming anyone that doesn't have the same opinion as him. And again, my whole thing is hey, Ben Shapiro, if you're so upset about this war going on and you're so protective of that region, pretty sure there was a guy by the name of Donald Trump that had historic peace going on, but you are preaching the Ron DeSantis narrative. You've been anti-Trump forever, and Trump gave you the one very thing that you claim you want more than anything, yet you still turn your back on Trump. You can never satisfy these people with TDS, and Ben Shapiro has TDS. He has a milder case of TDS than some, but he absolutely has a case of TDS. Absolutely. So with that said, now over on Twitter, Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens are going at it right now. Let's watch Let's watch Benny Johnson's video on this to find out what exactly is going on.
Oh, I don't want to play with you anymore.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Ben Shapiro is publicly firing Candace Owens. Candace Owens is saying that she may bring a lawsuit against Ben Shapiro. My God, there is a massive meltdown, and it all started over a Bible verse. That's right.
Somebody says, I don't think Ben has TDS. Ben Shapiro 1,000% has TDS. 1,000%. Ben Shapiro called Trump a racist and a sexist in 2015. And I think even in 2016. Yes, Ben Shapiro voted for him in 2020. Yes, he threw his reluctant support behind Donald Trump. But as soon as he could jump off the Trump train to go and suck the DeSantis teat, that's exactly what he did. Ben Shapiro 1,000% has TDS. 1,000%.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us look to the scriptures for wisdom right now. Proverbs 17 states, "He who covers transgression seeks love, but he who repeats the matter in public separates intimate friends," or, dare I say, employees. This all started with Ben Shapiro spouting off on Candace, saying this about somebody who he works with and somebody who he employs.
The question is about Candace Owens. I think her behavior during this is disgraceful.
Disgraceful? Candace is disgraceful, he says.
Yeah, she still works for my company. And I think she's been absolutely disgraceful. I think that her faux sophistication on these particular issues has been ridiculous. It's not faux sophistication, it's ridiculous. Everybody can see the moves that she's making and the things that she's saying, and I find them disreputable.
So he's saying that his own employee and his co-worker, somebody who he's in business with, is disgraceful, disreputable, and has faux sophistication.
That is next level, dude. Saying that about your own employee is insane. Like, you can disagree. You could, like, it depends on the type of, like clearly there's animosity there. Like, I could sit there, like, me and Ryan will call each other retarded all day long. You know what I mean? Me and Ryan will talk shit about each other all day long. That's just how we are. That's how, whether it's on the internet or in whatever. But when one of us needs something, or one of us actually, like, if it's serious, we've got each other's back till the end, and it ain't even close. You know what I mean? You could tell when people are playfully talking about some. You're calling into question her character, and that is next level, dude. This is next level. What Ben Shapiro is doing right now. Hayden Wayne for 50 says, "I love what Rumble and Kick are doing, but until they give stream quality control on the picture-in-picture video that Twitch and YouTube allow on Samsung Android mobile devices, I'll unfortunately keep giving YouTube money. It's too simple asks." Hey, brother. And again, you guys know this. I will take your support anywhere you feel most comfortable. I am not here to tell you where you can and can't support or can and can't watch. One thing that always pisses me off about platforms is that iPhone always gets the updates first. And I'm like, fuck iPhone, fuck Apple. But because I guess they have the easy UI, and because they have like this one singular phone, whereas Samsung and Android has all these different devices, it takes more time. It drives me crazy. But the market determines the market. More people have iPhones, I guess. I find Apple products unusable, but they always get the updates first. They always get it first. And that's just a reality of it. So if you have an Apple product, you're going to get all of the updates to all the major apps first. That's just the way the world turns. It sucks, but it is what it is. But again, send your super chats wherever the hell you like.
Now, this was responded to by Candace Owens with this tweet that you see on screen here. This is Candace Owens quoting the scriptures, quoting Christ, saying, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men revile you, persecute you, say all manner of evil against you, falsely for my sake. No one can serve two masters. Either you hate one and love the other, or you're devoted to one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. Christ is king," Candace says. So this was Candace's only response, other than saying she's going to do an interview with Tucker Carlson, which I have to assume was pre-recorded. So this was her only response to Ben Shapiro publicly flaming her at what seems to be Ben Shapiro standing on a dinner at a table at a dinner party somewhere, right? which again, I said in another video, not a great look for an employer. Not a good look. It's best to handle these things in private. It's best to not do these things on TikTok or Twitter. But holy Moses, did we get a response? 24 hours later, Ben Shapiro says, Candace, if you feel like taking money from the Daily Wire somehow comes between you and God, by all means quit. Which is a crazy thing to say because she's quoting scripture. She's quoting the New Testament.
This is insane. What? Ben Shapiro has completely lost it, dude. Ben Shapiro has lost it. Candace, if you feel like, if you feel that taking money from the Daily Wire somehow comes between you and God, by all means quit. Holy crap. I'm tweeting it out right now. I stand with real Candace Owens. I'm doing it right now. Let's see here. I'm doing it right here. I stand. Boom. There we go. I'm tweeting it out right now. I stand with Candace Owens. It's tweeted. Go retweet it.
I mean, I can see this. I can see how you would assume this is a slight. And I know Ben Shapiro's faith. He doesn't acknowledge the New Testament, right? Like that's how it works, right? Old Testament, New Testament, right? Christian, Jew, whatever. But bro, like she's just quoting scripture. And then Candace comes over the top and says, now you have been acting unprofessional, emotionally unhinged for weeks. And we've all had to sit back and allow it and have all tried to exercise exceeding understanding for your raw emotion. But you have crossed the line when you come for scripture and read yourself into it. I will not tolerate it, Candace says. Baby.
Holy crap, dude. Holy crap. This is wild. Like, Ben is completely, like, unhinged at this point. Ben is completely unhinged.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's on, right? I mean, check out the comment section. Tell them, right? Like people are straight up saying, like, glad you're posting Bible verses. Check out some of the responses here to this tweet. Crazy. We're going to follow Candace. Can she? Does she?
Look at Sneako's comment. Look at Sneako's comment. All right, that's funny.
She have a non-compete or some other wacky contract thing like you offered Crowder? Can she quit? Is one Cassandra Tim's Cass saying?
You gonna read Sneako's comment, Benny?
This. Oh, I'm not gonna read that one. Ben Shapiro got triggered by Candace Owens quoting the Bible. Thank you.
He almost did. I love you, Benny. That shit was funny. Hang on.
You offered Crowder. Can she quit? Is one Cassandra Tim Cass saying? This. Oh, I'm not going to read that one. Ben Shapiro got triggered by Candace Owens quoting the Bible. Thank you, Ben. She disgraced the company you worked to build. Moral clarity. It's annoying and delusional as always. Should have been fired decades ago. People popping popcorn. Rude. Too expensive to fire her. Would require paying out all or some of her contract. Chill out, man. You've been wrong about about everything. You're trying to cancel her, Ben. Uh-oh. Christ is king. Ben will find out. Jesus Christ is Lord. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people pop popcorn. Okay. So, yikes. I mean, yikes. Utterly out of line, Candace says, for suggesting that I cannot quote biblical scripture. The Bible is not about you. Who, baby? And then Candace says, Christ is king. One more time, and then people saying, start your own thing. You're bigger than the whole Shapiro brand. Wow. Okay. Popcorn. Go off. So, I mean, listen, you got to just deal in harsh realities here, which is that Christians believe in the New Testament, and Christians believe that every word spoken by Christ, like that is what we believe, and that this is holy, and that Christ is the Son of God, and that you should be allowed to quote Christ right? Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. You should be allowed to quote that. Now, Ben Shapiro believes differently. That's his prerogative, right? Right? So that's fine, but don't come at people's faith. This is crazy to do that. Holy smokes, man.
He's been losing it for weeks now.
It's just like, I think not the great look. I said this yesterday. It's like really, really not a great look. Now, they disagreed before. Okay. So this is, Ben Shapiro says that he radically disagrees with Candace Owens on Kanye West, right? Candace Owens and Kanye West are, as far as I know, still close friends. Kanye West was at a movie premiere of Candace Owens' documentary with Daily Wire. So he's Kanye West with Daily Wire branding, okay, and these boots. But Ben Shapiro went in public and said one of the features, not the bugs of the Daily Wire, is that we openly disagree on the stuff, we battle it out.
See, like, I know there was a lot of speculation with, like, and again, man, you just can't jump at the first opportunities, but we did, we were interviewed, me and Ryan, for Geeks and Gamers by the Daily Wire. We had a video on their channel. It had, I don't know, it got several 100,000 views, and it was talking about, the gaming and the nerd industry and all of that, and how politics is taking over. And there were so many people that were speculating, like, oh man, even a lot of my haters, they basically had determined, like, for sure that Geeks and Gamers has a deal with the Daily Wire. That's what they said. Geeks and Gamers has a deal with the Daily Wire. And I'm like, well, first of all, I never took a deal with the Daily Wire. I've never taken a penny from the Daily Wire. They even, when they brought us out for the Gina's movie premiere, I stayed in my own hotel and everything. That's not to say that there's anything wrong with that. But no, I'm not interested in that. There were never any real conversations about us doing anything with them. And I even, when we were, talking, when we would reference Daily Wire, people like, oh, you guys are paid off by the Daily Wire. It's like, no, I have not really become a big fan of Daily Wire in a lot of ways, mainly because of Shapiro and Matt Walsh. And it just seemed like they were just so pro DeSantis. And so I'm thankful that we didn't get involved with the Daily Wire, because I would probably be, basically they're it seems to me that they are very much about controlling the opinions of the people that are with their company.
But I gotta tell you, man, I've been playing in this game for a while. I know Candace really well, right? I really like her and George. And I know I've worked professionally with Ben. And I gotta say, I don't like the way that this is being handled, like, at all. Okay? I don't like the way that it's being handled. Now, Candace has been ratcheting up what you would what you could call, like, America First, really, like, mainline America First policies. Okay, non-interventionism, things that I ascribe to, but I think is, like, really roundly approved of in the Republican Party. Non-interventionism, not getting caught up in foreign wars, straight up like George Washington leaving office, last speech as president kind of stuff, right? Like, don't get involved in foreign wars. Don't let these other nations drag you down, and protect our country, right? And Candace has been calling out people who aren't about that. Like, this clip from Nikki Haley went pretty viral.
I am here today to endorse Nikki Haley for president of Israel. I think she's earned that. I think Bibi Netanyahu is going through a very bad time right now. Support for Israel has virtually collapsed socially. If you're paying attention to the trends and you're paying attention to what people are watching, you're paying attention to the protests. And the one person that I think is capable of getting it back is Nikki Haley, with enough money from foreign interest lobbies. So there it is, guys. I'm endorsing Nikki Haley, president of Israel.
I mean, listen, obviously that's gonna ruffle some feathers, right? Inside of the Daily Wire. Serious question. This is from a year ago. Jeremy Boring, co-founder of the Daily Wire. Do you agree with Candace's defense of Kanye? I disagree with a lot of it. Why did the Daily Wire allow her to say it? We aren't in the business of telling people what to say. Do they still believe that? Is the question, right? It's a weird irony that people calling Jews control the world a racist trope are also demanding that Ben Shapiro do something to control me. They are mad for disproving the notion, Candace says, effectively defending Ben Shapiro a year ago when there was a Kanye West kerfuffle, right? Kanye West did a lot of stuff that a lot of people disagree with, and Candace Owens is friends with Kanye West, put up a defense of some of the stuff that he said, right? And then the Daily Wire is like, free speech. She's allowed to do Candace, you do you. And Candace did her. And everything moved along until now this, right? And now you get, this is totally different. This is totally different right here. Dude saying quit your job. Ben Shapiro saying quit the Daily Wire. Yo, bro. I don't know, man. I'll continue to say, I'll continue to call balls and strikes. I don't think this is a good look. I think that it's unprofessional. I think there are degrees of being unprofessional. Quite frankly, there's degrees of being unprofessional on all sides, but do you have to handle this stuff on Twitter? Aren't you coworkers? The number of people in this business that I have called that I might have had beef with or problems with, it's not a lot, actually. I get along with virtually everyone, but you're going to be bound to disagree with people at times. Okay. But especially when someone's quoting a Bible verse or speaking out about their faith, which I do.
He's 100% right. Listen, internet drama is very easily avoidable if you don't want to be involved in internet drama. If you want to be involved in internet drama, then it's very easy to get involved in it. It's really just matters as to what you're looking for. And it's really that simple. As Geeks and Gamers has grown, I definitely have been more reluctant to get involved with internet drama. I'm constantly trying to be baited into it. People are always mentioning me, always talking about G&G or FNT or something like that. They really want to get a response out of it, and it's not worth my time. It's not beneficial at all for me. Now, for the people that are pushing it, it's obviously beneficial to them because they don't have anything else relevant enough to keep them interesting, so they have to bring the drama into it. And that applies to pretty much everybody. If you want to be involved in drama, you can be. Ben Shapiro is handling this completely wrong in every way, shape, or form. This is a bad look for not only the Daily Wire, but just conservatives in general. It's not a good look. It's absolutely a terrible look.
All the time, and I'm not ashamed of. People can have people can have different beliefs. Obviously, I'm not going to assault their beliefs. I'm not going to insult what they believe. Right? I don't view that as my job. It's my job to speak about my faith and my Lord and Savior. But I have every damn right to do that, and I have every damn right to quote Scripture and to quote Christ. So I think this is a terrible look. I wish people would handle this. It would read the proverb and handle it in private, but now this is blown out of proportion. Now it's this thing is, the headlines are Daily Wire Civil War, Ben Shapiro blasts disgraceful faux sophistication of Candace Owens. And I'm sure there's going to be a million more headlines now. Tim Pool is saying, hey, Cassandra, can we have a fake beef over Israel to generate press attention?
That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny right there. See, that would be cool if if this was whole a professional wrestling angle. But Ben Shapiro has shown that he doesn't have the ability to do that when it comes to this specific topic. Ben Shapiro doesn't have it in him.
Oh boy. I would absolutely tune into Ben Shapiro versus Candace Owens debate. Can we have that? Can that be the thing that heals us all? Maybe we have a debate. Maybe have just debate about it. Don't you you work at the Daily Wire? Lots of cameras. Turn them on, have a debate. Let the people see both sides, right? Maybe some people will be convinced one way or the other. But ultimately, I don't like, I don't like the infighting. And I don't like it being done on Twitter. And I think there are obviously cleaner ways to do this kind of stuff. Even if you do disagree. And even if Candace does leave the Daily Wire. But hey, I guess we'll see. Ben Shapiro telling Candace Owens to quit. Candace Owens saying, yo, I'm not going to tolerate this. I just quoted Scripture, which she did. Where are we at now? Baby. Wasn't counting on this in my bingo card, but here we are. We'll keep covering it. We'll try and stay friends with everyone, right? Not trying to flame anyone. Calling balls and strikes. It's your boy, Benny.
Let me address this retarded super chat. Jeremy, don't like Ben. Then what about Trump? He's strongly pro-Israel. His daughter converted to Judaism. His son-in-law helped with the Abraham Accords. Trump is Jewish grandchildren, and yet he's still American first. What do you mean? What about Trump? The fuck does this? I don't like Ben because he's a fucking TDS patient, that he hates Trump. What the hell does any of the other stuff that you have anything to do with it? I don't like Ben because he's not loyal to Trump. I don't like Ben because Ben's sole fucking purpose is protect Israel. Yet Trump did that, but he stabbed Trump in the back and went with DeSantis. So I'm like, what the fuck does Ben Shapiro really want? What do you want, Ben? Trump literally did everything imaginable for you, the thing that you would want, and you're still crying and jumping on the DeSantis bandwagon. I don't understand like why you're bringing all of that other stuff into it when that has nothing to do with my problems with Ben. My problems with Ben is that he is a hypocrite when it comes to Trump. And that's my problem with a lot of people in conservative media. And a lot of these conservatives out there is they're complete cowards. They want to sit there and list every great thing that Donald Trump has done. Yet they're like, but he might not be the right guy for the job. No, he's the right guy for the fucking job. He's the only guy for the job. Quit with the half in, half out praise of Trump. Either admit he's the best man for the job, admit that there's literally no one even close, or then tell us why someone else is so much better. But you're going to go, oh, but Donald Trump gave us a wonderful economy. He gave us no new wars. He shored up immigration. He gave us respect around the world. Gas prices were cheap. The economy was booming. But he's probably not the right guy for the job. What? It's insane to me. I'm so sick of it. As a matter of fact, I've got something else pulled up to talk about that. It's this right here, because Dr. Steve uploaded this video about Joe Rogan, and this was weeks ago. And honestly, this pisses me off more than anything. What Joe Rogan says, it actually pisses me off. Everybody else is going to sit here and go, oh, this is so great what Joe Rogan says. No, it's backhanded bullshit. Listen.
No one is going to run against Trump in the Republican side and win, because you're not going to get the Trump supporters. They are all in on Trump, unless he has a stroke, unless something happens that's horrible. They're all in on Trump. If you run against Trump, you're now the enemy of Trump. If I was friends with DeSantis, I'd be like, don't do it. You can't beat that.
Well, why are you? And that's not what made me mad about what he said. We'll get into the part that aggravates me, but it's also like they're all in on Trump. Of course, Trump supporters are, but let's not dismiss the fact that it's not just like hardcore MAGA hat wearing people that are all in for Trump. Trump has transcended even MAGA in terms of his support. The people that are supporting Trump now, it's not just people like me. He's actually connecting with people that are in the middle of the road now. He's actually connecting with people that aren't going to sit there and go to Trump rallies. Like, he's connecting with every fucking body. Quit being dismissive of Trump's impact and his support.
That guy. You just can't. When that guy gets out there and he's waving to people and they're going crazy, you're not beating that. There's and the fact that he was the president for 4 years and the country was in a great economic situation.
Yeah.
And it looked like his policies were actually effective.
You hear that? Do you hear this bullshit? This is what I'm talking about. I'm tired of this shit. It looked like his policies were effective, everybody.
And that it looked like the unemployment was down.
It looked like the unemployment was down.
All business was building. Regulations were being relaxed. More things were getting done. When you look at it from a policy perspective, if you just look at it on paper, what he did was effective.
If you just look at it on paper, what else are we supposed to do, Joe? How else am I supposed to look at it? Why are you being so hesitant with your praise of Trump? You're sitting there literally saying, here's all the great things he did, but you put these little bitty like, well, it looked like it. No, it didn't look like shit. It happened, Joe.
A lot of people think it was effective. You don't like him as a personality, so you ignore that. Don't do that. Look at it in terms of a policy perspective. People liked the ideas that he was putting forward. And
No. They liked the reality of Trump as president. Best economy we've had probably in our lifetime. That's not an idea. That's a reality. That is a reality that we all lived in. There was no reality to me just now when I drove back from Pensacola, and shout out to Ripa. I see you in the chat, Ripa. You thought I missed you, but I didn't. There's no idea that I just paid $4 to fill up my truck to drive from Pensacola to Orlando. There was no idea that that is a reality, that I just paid $4 fucking dollars. And some people are paying $5 and $6. When Trump was in office, I was paying like $1, what, $50.75, you know, $2, whatever. That's not an idea.
Now you're saying like, oh, the wall is raised. Now the fucking everybody thinks there needs to be a wall. Even the mayor of New York City is now calling to stop immigration into a city. And this was the guy that called it for it to be a sanctuary state. When the reality of what your policies, what kind of actions you put forth, what the results of that are, and those results are highly negative, you're forced to sort of recollect your thoughts and come up with a new perspective. And that's what the mayor of New York City is doing right now. When you just look at what Trump's policies were, and then obviously COVID hits, there's a lot to that, the lockdowns, the economic collapse, all the shit that came with that. None of that is good. And then Trump holds up this like hope.
Yeah, exactly, Hayden. Exactly. Darth Racer thinks you have a distaste for Jewish people because you don't like Ben Shapiro. Laughing my ass off. Jeremy is the modern day classic anti-Semite. It's the same as calling you istophobe. Yeah, like it's so fucking retarded, dude. I've literally never talked about Jewish people or Jewish issues or getting into any specifics, and yet because I say I don't like Ben fucking Shapiro, suddenly you're going to bring all that shit into the equation
to bring us back to where we were when he was in office. You're not going to beat that. I don't think they're going to beat that. I don't think when you look at the Russia collusion, when you look at the Steele dossier, when you look at all the bullshit they tried to throw at him that we now know is bullshit, not just bullshit, but coordinated bullshit. When you look at the fact that they suppressed these Hunter Biden laptop story and that 51 intelligence.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Thanks for laying out literally all the lies, and yet you're still going to sit here and watch. Just listen when Patrick Bet David asked him. Listen to what he says.
Intelligence agency representatives signed off on that to say that this was Russian disinformation, which they know is not true. That's scary. Because now you have the intelligence agencies colluding to keep a guy from being president that was president during a time where the country was thriving economically. You're not going to beat that guy.
Would he get your vote?
He'd get my vote before, excuse me, he'd get my vote before Biden.
You just laid out all of these fucking amazing things that Trump did. You then admitted that they've literally tried to take this man down with lies, proven lies, coordinated lies, while the country was economically successful. You admitted all of his policies worked. Everybody fucking loves him. He was wonderful. And then when Patrick Bet David point blank asked you, would you vote for him? Against Biden, sure. What the fuck is that? I'm so tired. Like, either say what you fucking mean or say what you fucking mean. Quit dancing around it. I respect when people just point blank say, I don't like Trump for X, Y, and Z. But I hate the fence riding bullshit.
I said that before. I don't think that I never thought that Biden was going to make it. I never thought that he was going to be functional. You know, like regardless of what kind of power the president actually has. And it appears under Trump, the president has a lot more power than we think they do. But under Biden, it's like he's handled. Like he's just out there talking and saying, the real problem is Donald Trump. Donald Trump, what he's done is terrible. What he did in the office. It's all nonsense. It's like everyone's treating him with kid gloves because they don't want to prop.
You're treating the situation with kid gloves because you don't want to offend people by just point blank saying Donald Trump's the best man for the job.
Up Trump. They don't want to go after him because it'll weaken the Democratic Party.
That was unbelievable. That was really one of the best summaries in under 3 minutes for why Trump is absolutely running away with this thing. That was,
and I disagree with Dr. Steve there. I thought that was a terrible summary of why Donald Trump was running around with everything, running away with it. I thought it was a great summary of how people are too cowardly to just stand by the facts of the situation. But at least we got one person, and I'll stop sharing right here. Shout out to Dr. Steve, by the way. But we got one person, okay? We got one person that's got at least a little bit of balls, and that's Mr. Dana White. And this is how everybody should respond to this situation right here. This is glorious right here.
Me too. This happened to me. I posted a video for Trump, right, on my personal social media, and one of our big sponsors called and said, "Take that down." You know what I said? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You vote for whoever you want to vote for, and I'll vote for whoever I want to vote for. That's how this works. I don't even care who you're voting for. It's none of my fucking business. But fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't ever fucking call me and tell me who to vote for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of people feel in fear these days, you know, a lot of people feel in fear that if they don't vote for certain people, they're going to lose their jobs. Yeah. I mean, it's Hollywood, for example.
Think about how fucking crazy that is.
It sounds insane. It sounds just like.
Well, it'll keep happening unless more people stand up for themselves.
Yeah. Yes.
And give them the fuck you response.
Absolutely. And that's where I'm at with it. All I'm saying, all I want you to do is be honest. That's all I want you to do. You tell me Trump don't work for you for X, Y, and Z. Fair. Don't sit here and spew off all these wonderful things that you think he's done and how he's done an amazing job. And then when you're faced with the question of, well, are you going to vote for him? Well, I mean, if he's running against Biden, yeah, I might consider it. What the fuck is that? Like, how do you even dance around that after you said all of that stuff? It just drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Let's see. Darth Vader says, Jeremy, I'll vote for Trump, but I don't want to be part of a cult of personality. Trump isn't a god. Whoever said he was a god? We literally meme on the fact that he's an overweight 77-year-old dude. So we meme on the fact that he's 6'3", 215 to piss off all the fucking weirdos out there. Trump is a flawed man and he owns his flaws, and that's why he connects with so many people. We know he's not perfect. He knows he's not perfect. We love his arrogance. We love his ego. We love when he talks like this right here.
I just feel like a young man. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know.
I'm a young, vibrant man. What? Good Lord, man. You guys don't understand memes. Like, you don't understand memes. That's the meme. It's because he's so self-aware. He has this magnetic personality. That's all it is, man. You guys think people that don't like Trump or don't like Trump supporters, they're the ones that think he's this mythical god creature. You know what I mean? And when in reality, people that support Trump were like, yeah, because he's just so relatable, even though he's a fucking billionaire from New York. You know? But he's funny. He's funny. It's really all it comes down to. Dom H. Gonna try to go to MegaCon in February. Didn't like how nervous I got the first time seeing you guys Universal in the summer. Looking forward to seeing you guys again. Let's do it, man. It's gonna be awesome, Dom, and I appreciate you, brother. No, man, that's gonna be fun. MegaCon, G&G will be at MegaCon this year, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you out there, and Ripaverse is gonna be there. It's gonna be fantastic, man. So, but yeah, ultimately, like, you don't have to, nobody has the answer to me about who they're voting for unless you're being hypocritical. And then I'm going to have to call you out on it. And if you just tell me, like, if Joe Rogan just wants to sit there and just be like, yeah, I don't like Trump. I don't like these policies and I think he's bad for the country. I mean, I can disagree with you, but it's not like I'm going to sit there and just be like, well, whatever. Like, okay, I mean, you have your genuine reasons. It's clear that Joe Rogan knows that Donald Trump was damn good for this country. It's also clear that he's scared to death to admit that Donald Trump was good for this country. It's so funny. It's such an interesting dynamic. Let's see here. There was another video I wanted to pull up and show you guys. Let's see. Marlo says Mark Dice video on Ben versus Candace. He is saying what Ben is really mad about is that she's She talks about the #1 GOP donors. That's a big no-no. 199, good video. Yeah, I saw Mark Dice's video earlier, and this is why, like, for me and Vic Whiplash dropped 10 gifted memberships. Holy crap. Look at there. Shout out. Shout out. But yeah, what it comes down to for me is like I don't really like the way I've built Geeks and Gamers is I've already said, like, I hope Geeks and Gamers gets big enough to where there's people that are on this team and they interview people that maybe I'm not friendly with, or maybe I don't talk to anymore, or maybe I'm not a fan of, because I want G&G to be bigger than me and bigger than any one individual. And the only real rule at G&G is that, you know, we have our individuality. That's really it. I mean, I don't have like a no, we can't talk to this person. You can't, like, I don't fucking do that. But just because but then you have losers out there that, well, maybe there's somebody I don't fucking want to talk to, so I don't fucking talk to your ass anymore. But that doesn't mean I don't care if somebody else on my team talks to you. I just don't want to fucking talk to you for my own reasons. And you can cry like an ex-girlfriend if you want, a jolted lover, or we can just move on. It really is your call on that one. But for me, I want G&G to get to the point where maybe there's people like that, that I like. Maybe somebody interviews fucking Tim Pool, for G&G one day. I don't give a shit. I don't like Tim. I don't want to fucking talk to Tim, but maybe somebody talks to him and brings him on and gets his opinion on something for the website or something. Great. Because I want G&G to be that big. But when I see Ben Shapiro just being like, just my employee here is disgraceful, I'm like, that is fucking horrible for a boss of a company to say about your employee when it's clear that you mean it. It's clear. Because, I mean, to be fair, I call Ryan Kennel disgraceful every day, but like, obviously that's a joke. Kinda. But Ben's not joking. He's not joking. You know what I mean? Hayden Wayne for 50 says, Darth Racer, Trump is a comedian. He makes people laugh because we are sick of people being offended at everything. We like his policy and how he runs things. We laugh when he talks. We also boo his ideas when he says the wrong thing or backs bad people. 1000%. Trump was booed for his pick of Doc Oz. He was booed at his own rally when he would talk about the jab and the vaccines. Absolutely happened. And to his credit, he recognized that and he shut the fuck up about it. The whole cult of Trump and all of that it's just stupid. Like, literally, like any fandom can be viewed upon as a cult from that perspective, if that's what you're looking to go with. But Trump is just popular, man. He's popular. And he just has this thing that you can't really pinpoint in terms of his personality and his charisma. It's a perfect storm. You know what I mean? And he just knows how to handle things, knows how to handle situations. TJ for 20 says, abso-fucking-lutely Trump and only Trump. F your feelings and all the retards that can't figure it out. F out. That will, hang on. Figure it the F out. Yeah. F all the retards that can't figure it the F out. That all will be lost. We will fall. Game over. Still team Jeremy with Trump issue and Die Hard, not a Christmas movie. Yeah. Look, man, me and like, I knew that I was going to catch hell for my Die Hard take. I'll just continue to be the unpopular one here because I never said you can't view it as a Christmas movie. And that's the whole thing. I just said, I don't view it as a Christmas movie. Other people can, and people get mad. And I'm like, do you need me to make it? Does it need to be a Christmas movie for me, for you to enjoy it? Because I don't really understand that logic. I clearly said, for me, it's not a Christmas movie, but if it is for you, that's awesome. And, I knew it was going to be unpopular. But I will continue to say what needs to be said. Vic Whiplash, $20 says, Tim gave huge props to the Ripaverse today or whatever. Like today or just in general? Because I know he shouted him out a while back. And yes, Tim has definitely mentioned Ripaverse a few times. I don't know if it was like recently, but that's cool if he did it again. Coalesce says, I'll tell you who I'll vote for. Ryan Kennel and Jay for president, the real Black Panther. Absolutely. Gabriel Knight says, the polls are making me believe Trump 2024 President 47 is going to be a reality in defiance of all odds and everything thrown at him. When I have hope, that worries me because I feel like it's a jinx. I mean, all the momentum in the world right now is lining up for Trump. There's no doubt about that. It's 100% lining up. Now, and let's go back to the Dr. Steve video, because on that point, I think that there's some good points in here from Dr. Steve.
It's the one and only Joe Rogan speaking to the social media star Patrick Bet-David, who was his guest at the time. That actually was a clip from several weeks back, but it's making the rounds again on social media as of today. And I didn't get to comment on it when it first came out. And what's so awesome is that Trump has become even more dominant since Rogan originally aired that monologue. In many respects, what
I didn't, Golden Nuggets. I'll get to it. I saw them come in. I'm just going through some of them as they came in. I still have a lot to get to.
Rogan just said there, awesome is that Trump has become even more dominant since Rogan originally aired that monologue. In many respects, what Rogan just said there was indeed prophetic. Trump is unbeatable. As we stand today, Trump is absolutely unbeatable. And he's going to have Joe Rogan voting for him come November of 2024. Now, again, since that clip aired, Rogan has been having a bit of a bromance with Trump and Trump's team. You may have seen Rogan giving some love to Tucker Carlson at the UFC 295 fight over the weekend, with Trump there, of course, and attendance. That was so awesome to see the two of them there together there. That night in Madison Square Garden, just a couple of days back, was so huge in terms of seeing with our own eyes how the winds have begun to completely change since 2020. Trump is crushing it, and more people want him back as president. And it looks like they're going to get their wish, because you're not going to believe who else, along with Rogan, is now fully embracing Trump. This is going to blow your mind. But first, for you Patriot business owners,
I know he's got his ad coming up, but I see you guys are saying that this Biden internet bill has passed. Is that true? I'm looking to see. You know, we talked about this on Tuesday night's main event. Let's see here. I'm looking to see if I can find a story on this. Oh no. Uh-oh. Here we go. We talked about this, and I wasn't even aware of this story. I'm just pulling this up from this website right here. So, FCC approves Biden administration's plan for internet takeover. Oh, fuck. The Federal Communications Commission approved Biden administration's plan for the federal government to take full control of the internet in the name of digital equity and preventing digital discrimination. This is not good. This is not good. Holy shit. I've got this from Glenn Beck when he talked about it. So everybody can understand what this is. I'm going to pull this Glenn Beck video up. I have not heard this yet. So this is Glenn Beck talking about it right here.
Has just put forward a plan for digital equity, and it is a plan for all internet services and all infrastructure. According to FCC Commissioner Carr, President Biden's plan hands the administrative state effective control of all internet services and infrastructure in the country. Never before in the roughly 40-year history of the public internet has the FCC, or any federal agency for that matter, claimed this degree of control over it. The plan calls for the FCC to apply a far-reaching set of government controls that the agency has not applied to any technology in the modern era. You got that? This has never been done before. No communication devices have ever had this kind of control suggested by the government, let alone applied. He went on and said, Congress never contemplated the sweeping regulatory regime that President Biden asked the FCC to adopt, let alone authorize the agency to implement it. Here's what's happening. As with everything else the Biden administration is doing, his broadband policies are failing. And the building of internet infrastructure in this country, the price of it has gone through the roof. FCC wants new 5G broadband services, but it's all needlessly been blocked and delayed by new broadband infrastructure regulatory red tape. So the government is blocking the private sector from doing it and then using that to say, see, we need to take complete control.
There is literally a guy named Doug Mackey. Is it Mackey? Is that his name? Douglas Mackey, who's being sent to prison for Hillary Clinton memes. Owen Schroyer is in jail right now over words. He's in solitary confinement right now. And so while again, so the FCC has voted on this, and again, and approved it from their perspective. There's still different levels to this. Eventually, I do think that it will get knocked down, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be worried, because this is why 2024 is more important than you can possibly imagine. People don't understand how serious this is. Elections have consequences. They have consequences.
This is breathtaking control of all information. The rules, the rules that are suggested and are going to be voted on, quick, hurry, next week, the federal government has a roving mandate to micromanage nearly every aspect of how the internet functions, from how internet service providers allocate capital, where they build, to the services that consumers can purchase, from the profits that ISPs can realize, and how they market and advertise services, to the discounts and promotions that consumers can receive. If passed, the FCC will be empowered for the first time to regulate every ISP's service termination terms, use of customer credit, account history, credit checks, account termination, among other items. He said, this plan reads like a document drawn up in the faculty lounge of a university's Soviet studies department. It includes plans to empower the FCC to regulate every single aspect of the internet for the first time ever. You have an FCC policy advisor who has just read the plan. He said, quote, to call it extreme or radical doesn't do this proposal justice. Phil Kerpen has just come out and said Biden is turning digital discrimination into a pretext for regulating everything for equity. This is so far-reaching that it will mean even the blaze, because we are on the backbone of the internet. We can be completely separate. Everything. But because we're on the backbone of the internet, we will now have to comply by government FCC regulations. I have done broadcast under FCC regulations for 48 years. I know what FCC regulations are like. I also started before Reagan, I think it was before Reagan, deregulated the radio waves and television waves. I will tell you that those regulations today would put this show out of business. I could not do what I do today if they just went back to the regulations that were in the FCC back in the 40s and 60s and 80s. I'll have more on this. This just came to my attention. I'll have more on this, but this is a very big deal.
He's 100% right. And so I just found out about this a couple of days ago. And so obviously we're definitely going to try to put more attention on this and talk about this a little more. We talked about it on Tuesday night's main event. We're going to have a video of that kind of uploaded. We're going to clip that all together. I know Side Scrollers has a good conversation on it with Razor Fist and Stuttering Craig, and more people need to be aware of this. Not a lot of people are talking about it. And yeah, it's simply put, fuck Joe Biden. That's really what it comes down to. Fuck Joe Biden. Joe Biden is objectively the worst president we've ever seen. He's just horrible in every way, shape, or form. And it's basically Obama's third term is essentially what we're dealing with here. It's Obama's third term. That's where we are. So, all right. So let me see. Let me see where we're at. Why is all right. Looking over the Rumble chat. Shout out to the 150 people watching on Rumble and the 1,500 here on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. Hayden Wayne, my bad for missing this one earlier, Hayden. Ben is losing it. He's filled with rage because he's close to the Israel conflict. He's blinded because of what's happening, and he will never accept that fact. His brain is breaking just like it did with the COVID shots. Yeah, Ben, man. He's definitely off his rocker. Craig Morning says, I know Mayor Eric Adams and his family personally. The reason they are investigating him for campaign finance stuff is because he's pissed at Dems and about to come out for Trump. They're fighting hard behind the scenes. Oh shit. I mean, honestly, what's going on with Eric Adams is pretty insane, man. It really, really is. I was kind of blown away by that, how obvious they made the whole situation. And thank you, Craig. I appreciate that. Trump is hitting another level with a lot of different people. And it's not just a few specifics Dems. Like, Trump is transcending everything. We're going to go back to the Dr. Steve video here in just a minute to finish that one up. Magnum Norse has been dropping some bombs lately. Magnum North for 40. Joe needs to cheat and lie to get ahead. Trump tells the truth to the masses to get ahead. Now we have our balls in a vice because of uneducated normies don't like the mean tweets. Absolutely. And I agree with you, Ron, in the chat. Trump Tucker 2024, unbeatable ticket, man. Unbeatable ticket. Trump Tucker 2024 is an unbeatable ticket. Absolutely. Darth Racer says, it's all good, Jeremy. It's good to be passionate about issues. Our personalities are just different. I've never been excited for who I voted for except for Reagan. Yeah, I'm older than you, LOL. I hope Trump wins. Hey, man, I appreciate it. My only issue with what you said was that you tried to bring in that I had a problem with Jewish people, which is, I've literally never talked about Jewish people in any way, shape, or form. So that was my only issue. Outside of that, we can disagree all day long, brother. It's no problem at all. That was my only issue that I took exception with what you were saying. Other than that, all good. Brockatron, there is no way the FCC bill is constitutional. Brockatron, we're playing Titanfall tonight. Don't worry. I know you're mad at me, but we're playing Titanfall tonight. Titanfall 2 on the Geeks and Gamers Play channel. Dutchie says, no, we are in a cult. And we are called Magadonians from Magaland. And our leader is called Emperor Trump. We scan in for Trump and chant 199 at rallying cry. Don't you forget it. Hell yes. Thank you. Appreciate that, Dutchie. All right, let me go find Golden Nuggets super chats. I know he was. All right, Golden Nuggets says, Part 1, just tuned in. I just want to say I am disgusted by the red carpet treatment for Biden's buddies in San Fran. I think you may be onto something about Newsom being the next candidate. Also, we'll be needing a major operation to remove the remaining cancer. I am nervous as hell, but the support I have here on here and through others, I am grateful for. Hail. Golden Nuggets, brother. We got your back, man. Just keep us posted. We have your back. You're going to listen. The goal here in your operation, you have to make a promise to me that you're going to come back in here, all right, and you're going to scream MAGA 2024. That's all I need from you, okay? You got to promise me, all right? So therefore, you have to get through it so you can come in here and say MAGA 2024. All right, brother? I appreciate you, man. Let me see where we're at. TJ for 20 says, I was wondering why I randomly got locked out of my online access from my bank account earlier today. Mere hours after having a 1.5 hour cell convo with my mom trying to get her, trying to get through to her for the 1000th time with all the BS. Oh, you sent 2? Did he send 2? Let's see what the second one is. I'm looking for it. Where's TJ's at? There was a second part of that one, I think. Oh, there it is. First time, and this is part 2. First time my mom actually listened to me without hanging up on me because she's so GD stubborn. I appreciate it, TJ. Shout out to your mom. Vic Whiplash says Tim Gay. Oh, yeah, I got that. So it looks like I saw Ripa just tweeting about that. So that's awesome, man. That is awesome. So shout out to Tim Pool for that. Ripa's crushing it. Alpha Core's crushing it. I'm so happy, man. Vic Whiplash says, yes, today. Check it out. Yeah, I just saw Ripa tweeting about it. That is cool, man. That is cool. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier. Ben Shapiro's friends and family face total and for real extermination at the hands of millions of Muslim soldiers in Palestine or Palestinian militia. Yes, Ben Shapiro's lost it. But again, that's my point. That is my point. If this is such an important topic to Ben Shapiro, which it is, why does he not support Trump fully? It's literally the most important issue on the planet to Ben Shapiro. And Trump gave us historic peace in that region, and not only that region, but the fucking world. Yet Ben wants to go, I think DeSantis is going to be a better president. Fuck off. No. Under no circumstances would DeSantis be a better president than Trump. Fuck off with that bullshit. So again, I'm just talking about the hypocrisy. If your number one issue is Israel, Trump should be the guy you're supporting. That's it. That's my whole point. It's like if you're going to fucking have a nuclear meltdown on Twitter and fire your employees and go on this tirade constantly, you're clearly unhinged. You have the right to be. I understand why Ben Shapiro's upset about this. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm saying if that's that important of an issue to you, maybe you should support the guy that gave you historic peace over there. Just a crazy idea. I know. Oh, but Trump said something mean, so he can't support him. All right, let's go back to Dr. Steve's video and we'll let him get his ad read in because we respect the grift around here. We respect the grift.
Out there. You've got to meet my good friend Josh Zaglowski,
respect the grift.
PRC specialist. He has an amazing payroll.
Krista, we need an emoji that says respect the grift. Well, that way when I'm letting them grift their ad reads, we can have respect to the grift.
Retention credit. If you're a small business owner looking to get up to $26,000 per employee back for bumbling Biden, click on that link in the description below to see if you qualify today. This is an absolutely amazing opportunity. Click on that link right now. Take a look at this rather panicked piece from the Washington Post. The Spanish-speaking media outlet Univision, which was notoriously anti-Trump throughout 2016-2020, is now, like Rogan, fully embracing Trump. Take a look at this. This is Trump doing what would have been unthinkable just a few months ago. He's sitting down with Univision just about 6 days ago for an interview at Mar-a-Lago. He had invited the executives at Univision to his home there, and they all came. They spent several hours with Trump, And the ultra leftists over the Washington Post are utterly freaking out over it. They're realizing that the Latino vote is swinging massively towards Trump by double digits, and so does Univision. They know that if they want to stay on air, they're going to have to accurately represent the sentiments of Latino voters, which are now increasingly pro-Trump. Now, in fairness, those sentiments have certainly changed dramatically. There was a time back in 2016 when nearly 8 in 10 Latinos were voting Democrat. That's gone. Those days are over. Trump is consistently polling in the high 40s with Hispanics. He and Biden are basically 50-50 at this point, which is a disaster for Biden.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just Latinos. You may have heard about this astonishment here. One of the co-founders of BLM has come out and endorsed Trump. Mark Fisher, the founder of the Black Lives Matter chapter in Rhode Island, chairman of BLM in Maryland, he has now publicly endorsed President Trump for
What? Dude, there is no way Trump loses this election.
2024. And in doing so, he's tracking with a massive surge in the black vote for Trump, a surge that's beyond anything any Republican has seen in half a century. That, according to an assessment by the Washington Post. Indeed, we now have data that shows that Trump is actually winning. He is beating Biden with the non-white male vote. When all is said and done, I would argue it all comes down to precisely what Joe Rogan was talking about there. It's the overwhelming advantage of what Dick Morris refers to as Trump's hybrid candidacy. Trump is both incumbent and candidate, or as Rich Barris puts it, he's both incumbent and insurgent. Trump has a proven record that he can appeal to that's infinitely better than Biden's. But he's new. He's not the incumbent. He's new. He's an insurgent that can change the policies that are in place now by this disastrous Biden administration. Everywhere Trump goes, he can point to success after success after success as a proven track record for getting our nation back on track, just like Joe Rogan talked about. This is the advantage that Trump has as a unique hybrid candidate. And one of the reasons why he's so unbeatable is that no other GOP candidate has that advantage. None of them. This is why Trump is awesomely formidable. And
Awesomely
people
formidable.
who up until now would never have given him the time of day are recognizing just that. And they're taking their place on the Trump train, riding full speed ahead.
And really, like, that's the man is by far and away the most popular candidate we have seen at this point in time. With the Republican Party, nobody's ever been in this position, and you still have right-wing people that still have a problem with him, and it just blows my mind. It really does blow my mind. Let's see. River Miles says low T men for DeSantis. Was MCU fan here? Just for MCU fan. Okay, just for MCU fan. Here we go.
Hey CobraCast, I just want to let everyone know that Ron DeSantis gave me back my boots that he borrowed from me last night. Here they are. So yeah, it's, really nice to know that Ron shares the same shoe size as I do. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, I got my boots back, and I'm glad that he also rocked it, as I will.
There you go. That's for all the DeSantis, the DeSantis fans out there. Low T men for DeSantis. Oh man, so funny. Mo Zamboni says, to those out there afraid of what may happen next in this mad world, I say to you, feel honored that God has laid this at your feet. Stand tall and fight. Evil prevails when good men do nothing. Hashtag fight. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Mo Zamboni. Appreciate you, brother. Dustin the Grim says, well, the FCC just handed the internet over to Biden and his cronies. I find it surprising more people aren't talking about this. We're going to do our best to mention this more and more. So now we go to the next phase of this. Pretty damn scary. Alan Tanasi says, American First or GTFO, boys, get the fuck out. Zevin Cross says they know what memes work, so they got to get rid of them. They are coming for the memes. Absolutely. Memes were MAGA memers, man. They're a very important part of what's going on. Troy New says, in order to ensure security and continuing stability, the West nations will be reorganized into the first New World Order empire for a safe and secure society. Emperor Newsom 2024. Sad but true. That's what they want to do. Fable of Man says they can't stand minorities not being there flying monkeys. Hope more continue to wake up and realize Trump is our best path forward. My family has TDS bad, but they won't stop my support. Hail all. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Let's see. Mike Hill says if Hollywood keeps it up, they will end race swapping all the world's historical figures. Yes, it's true, man. Like the latest one with Denzel. Good Lord, man. Zero Ranger says, shout out to Jay for making it into Benny Johnson's video. Yeah, somebody said Jay's tweet was in there. I didn't even see it. I'm sure Jay is maybe going to... Jay will probably make an entire video about how I didn't see his tweet when I was reacting to the Benny Johnson video. Special Ray for $4.99 says, FCC Biden wants to control Musk. I'm sure that we talked about this a little bit, but the Elon Musk purchase of Twitter, I think had definitely had a lot to do with this. You could say what you want about Elon Musk, but at the end of the day, Elon Musk is one of the most important human beings on the planet, and he will go down as one of the most historically important figures of our lifetime. And with him doing what he did with Twitter, it's a game changer. It's an absolute game changer. And I'm very thankful for that. I have my criticisms of Elon. I have my criticisms of Twitter. And the fact that he won't have Alex Jones back on the platform, I think is complete bullshit. But it's a much better place than it was when Jack Dorsey was running it. That's for sure. Kevin Cron says Crowder is having the last laugh at his feud with the Daily Wire. Hope this helps with YouTube winning. YouTube is the Android and Rumble is Apple. Well, right now, YouTube's absolutely annihilating Rumble tonight. Like it's like YouTube just came in and just destroying. As a matter of fact, Magnum Norris just said, it's official. I'm starting my own YouTube channel so I can bring together people to talk about what the founding fathers intended. Liberty must be protected. Thank God for the Second Amendment. Thank you, Jeremy, for paving the way and a path to glory. $100. A MAGA red $100. Boom. Bro, thank you, Magnum Norse. But I still love you, Rumble. I still love you, Rumble. I see you over there. And honestly, I got this hoodie from the Trump rally, and I love how well made it is. I want to get the same hoodie, but I just want to get the same font and everything, but except of like, I want to get like make gaming great again, make movies great again. You know, the same, just this whole MAGA slogan, same color scheme, just interchange it with different things. Make Star Wars great again, make Marvel great again. You know, obviously Chris Gore has the make Marvel mail again, which is fantastic. I want to do these up, but that would be kind of cool. Joseph just dropped 10 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Thank you, Joseph. Again, don't forget tonight over on Geeks and Gamers Play, we're running Titanfall 2. So if you have not subscribed to Geeks and Gamers Play, make sure you do that. All gaming streams are moving over to that channel. So make sure you are subscribed if you are not. Dr. Quagsire for 5 says, what about the FCC equity bill? I heard it got passed. Yeah, so we did talk about that a little bit. I think you probably said that earlier, but we did cover that. And I'm going to do more research on that, and we're going to cover that more because that is the most important story right now that nobody's talking about. Maticus Finch says, Google Ben Shapiro created by Hollywood. It's the Vanity Fair article. He's fake. I mean, I truly do think that, I mean, Ben Shapiro is like, what he's done, what the Daily Wire's done with him, he's the new mainstream media in a lot of ways. And what I mean by that, and I'm not saying that as a compliment, reportedly the Daily Wire dumped like $130,000 per month into Facebook to boost Ben Shapiro's videos. Ben Shapiro is a very entertaining guy. He's a very smart guy. He's very articulate. And so him having a following is not surprising, but he is he is manufactured. He absolutely is 1000% manufactured. And so them dumping all that money into Facebook to boost all of his videos and that type of money, it's made him an internet legend. Like everybody knows who he is now because Facebook's the biggest platform out there, and he's the biggest conservative voice on the platform. It's not organic, it's not natural, and it's so weird, man. I mean, you know who's more popular without all the bullshit? Do you know who the most popular guy in this whole sphere of YouTube and internet stuff and all that? Like right now, I'm saying right now, Salty Cracker. Salty Cracker is nobody's helping Salty Cracker. Nobody's boosting his shit. His channel's demonetized. Salty Cracker is the most popular guy. Just is. Salty Army. I mean, he absolutely is. In our sphere, I'm saying in our sphere. Obviously, he's not the most popular person on the internet, but in this whole sphere, it's Salty. Salty's the fucking man, dude. Like, he just is. It's all organic. There's no bullshit with it. Nobody's pushing his stuff. There's no algorithm that's helping Salty. Salty Cracker is the man. He's the most popular guy. And it's organic and it's genuine. Shout out to Salty. And like somebody like the Quartering, for instance, Quartering's earned all of his following. It's not, I mean, do you really think YouTube's like, oh, we got to push the Quartering? No, Quartering is grinded and he's worked the algorithm to the best of his ability, and he's grown his channel. It's 100% organic and through hard work. But Salty Cracker, whether he's on YouTube or Rumble, bro is pulling like, I don't know, man. Like, bro was pulling like 10,000 minimum just on YouTube, and he's usually pulling like 20, 30,000 on Rumble. It's crazy. You know what I mean? So, and again, we got some really popular people in our sphere. I mean, Gary is a fucking rock star from Nerdrotic. Critical Drinker is just huge. But, I look at how Salty's done it and just how his channel, like YouTube has went after his channel so many times, and he still just crushes it. It's very inspiring to watch Salty do what he does. Vic Whiplash just dropped 10 gifted memberships. Let's go. SBZ says, speaking of Shapiro, have you checked out the new Modern Warfare 3? The remake Markov looks like he would start World War 3 with facts and logic. I haven't played the campaign. I played a little bit of the multiplayer just to kind of test it out. I didn't love it. I might try it again just to kind of give people feedback on it, but I just feel like Call of Duty this Modern Warfare 3 is nothing more than DLC for Modern Warfare 2. It's really disappointing. They really have fucked up this time around. Alan Tanasi says, Ben Shapiro's fake and a fig. His sister's got big milkers reduced. Or his sister got her milkers reduced. Also, shout out to the Salty Army. Absolutely. Magnum Norris says, the whole beef between Crowder and Daily Wire was because Crowder called them out for going to dinner parties with YouTube executives. Stop it, Daily Wire. Stop this BS, man. Yeah, I mean, I still just I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of Crowder. I have nothing against Crowder. I'm just not somebody who's willing to just say I like somebody just to the sake of maybe being connected. I have nothing against, like, I don't dislike really any, like, I don't dislike Tim Pool. I don't dislike Steven Crowder. I disagree with a lot of things in terms of, like, I'm just trying to break this down to make sense. I don't hate these guys, I guess is what I'm trying to say in its simplest form. I don't want them to fail. I don't want to see their channels go away. I don't actively pull for them to get in any trouble. I'm just not a fan. I'm not going to watch Steven Crowder's show. I would rather watch Tim Pool's show than Steven Crowder's show. And I don't find Tim Pool to be that entertaining, but I find his show to be entertaining. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You know, and with the Crowder thing with the Daily Wire, like I felt like both sides were being manipulative as hell. I didn't see where either one of them came off genuine. They both seemed that they had their own angle for how they approached it. Like I have people that I know that are constantly going after me right now. And it's all relative. It's all relative. If somebody with a decent following that I know goes after me, I can respond publicly or I can just ignore it. It really comes down to what I want to get out of this. And if I don't think it's worth my time to respond, then I just don't respond. And I typically don't respond anymore because it's not worth my time. And I feel like if both of those guys wanted to stay out of it, then, or if either one of them wanted to stay out of it, they probably could, or they could have handled it more privately if they wanted. But I think they both wanted the attention for different reasons. You know what I mean? But that's just my perspective on the outside looking in. On the outside. But I will say, when it all comes down to it, right now, Crowder does seem to be looking a lot better these days. In the overall sphere, Crowder looks like he's definitely coming out looking a lot better based on what we're seeing right now. Let's see. Magnum North says, name one thing you disagree with Crowder on. Just saying, bro, you two are like two peas in a pod. Well, I talked about that. He basically said that he hadn't made his mind up on DeSantis and Trump. Get the fuck out of here. That's how do you not know who you don't want to? How do you not know who you don't want to support? The man is at the top of the food chain in the conservative sphere. How do you need more information on Trump? That was a pathetic answer. That was somebody who just wanted to ride the coattails because he was like, well, I don't know. Maybe DeSantis ends up. And this is back at the height of the DeSantis-Trump thing, by the way. So this is back when a lot of people thought DeSantis had a real shot. And Crowder goes, I like both guys. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to see who has the best case for the country. Trump has the best case for the fucking country. Did you not see what they did to him in 2020? Did you not live through 2016 through 2020? Did you not see what happened election night? It's Trump. There's no fucking question here. No question. And I refuse to accept someone that follows this that closely doesn't have an answer. I refuse to listen to that bullshit. I do not accept that answer. Just say what the fuck you want to say. Don't pull this fence riding bullshit. That's what pisses me off. So anyway, there you go. Just dumb. Oh, I need to hear more from Donald Trump in the year 2023, before I can make a decision on how I feel about Trump. Get the fuck out of here. That is such a clown answer. You need to hear more from Donald Trump in 2023 before you can make a judgment if you want to support Trump. That is the most clown bullshit I have ever heard in my life. I just need to learn more about this Trump guy before I can determine if I can support him. I don't know who he is. He just came out of nowhere. Here it is in 2023. And I need to learn more about Trump. What? What is Donald Trump going to do at this point in time to change your opinion of him? Get the fuck out of here. So anyway, there you go. That's why. He had Giuliani on his show. I know. Crowder's the biggest name in conservative media. He's the man. He's the big dog. I got nothing but respect for the fact that he's the big dog. But that doesn't mean that I'm just going to kiss the ring. Never going to do it. Not going to happen. But I acknowledge that he's the big dog, and I acknowledge that he's the Pied Piper of this whole sphere, and he deserves it, man. He's worked his ass off. You know what I mean? I mean, it didn't happen. He didn't do it because he put $130,000 a month in Facebook. Crowder actually did it by making sensational content, like his whole, what I didn't watch him that much, but The meme. He used to go to places and prove him wrong or whatever. That was like legendary content, viral content that he was putting himself in really tough predicaments. You know what I mean? And that's, yeah, changed my mind. Yeah. So he was putting himself in vulnerable spots to talk to anybody. I thought it was fantastic content. So he earned his place. No doubt about that. All right. So where are we at now? Just way too many super chats coming in. How dare you guys send me super chats? How dare you do this to me? How dare you send me money and ask me to read? What type of toxic community do we have here? Alan Tenet says the 199 will beat Mud Club one day. We can only hope, man. We can only hope. Let's see here. Quint says we'll be down in Gulf Breeze from December 1 through the 5th. Anything to do in the area? In December in Gulf Breeze, I mean, obviously, if you were there in the summer or pretty much any time outside of right now, I'll tell you to go to the beach. If you're going to be in Gulf Breeze, go eat at Flounders on Pensacola Beach. Flounders, you will thank me. All right, go eat at Flounders. Now, I will say this. Now, I've been to Flounders on Pensacola Beach like a lot. And I'm just telling you right now, prepare to feel like death afterwards. And what I mean by that is because you're going to eat so much, you're going to feel like the fattest person on the planet because the food is so good at Flounders. Flounders is amazing. Let's see. Trevell Angelo says, Jeremy, what do you think of Alex Jones joining Mud Club? I think it's great. I'm very happy that Steven Crowder gave Alex Jones a platform. I think Alex Jones needs to have his voice anywhere and everywhere possible. So I think it's awesome. Legalize adulthood for 50 says the real question is whether or not Shapiro is somehow compromised and just an agent for the deep state, or whether he's just broken inside from TDS. Trump 2024 all the way, baby. Absolutely. So I think that, again, this is me speculating on it, but like, I don't know if he's an agent of the deep state. I think that Ben Shapiro's the type of guy that thinks, it's not even that he thinks. Ben Shapiro has to be the smartest person in every room he walks into. It's in his DNA. He has to be the smartest person. And that requires a lot of overthinking, a lot of overcompensating. And I think that really is what it comes down to. We talk about Trump's ego, and where I talk about Trump's ego in a playful way. Like Ben Shapiro's ego is, he truly thinks that he's better than you. Truly thinks he's smarter than you. When I talk about Trump's ego, this is Trump's ego.
I just feel like a young man. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know. Macho man.
I am a young, vibrant man. So it's like, that's when I talk about Trump's ego, like it's in a playful way. Like he's good at play, but Ben absolutely thinks he is smarter than anybody and everybody he interacts with. He just does. And I think that tends to make him overthink things to the point where he gets, TDS twisted up in his mind. Magnum Norris for 20 says Crowder is MAGA, just letting you know. I've watched him destroy his own career to protect Trump. And I do appreciate that. I guess, like, and again, I'm not trying to throw like shade or anything at Crowder. It's just a simple, I'm a Trump guy through and through. If you were to ever at any point in time, and you can go back and look at any streams I've done, like even when I was at the height of being a DeSantis supporter living in the state of Florida, I said DeSantis can be a legendary political figure. All he needed to do was support Trump in 2024, and he was going to be in perfect position for 2028. And that's what the country needed, by the way. It needed 4 years of Trump, and then DeSantis to have the next 8. That's what we needed. But even at the height of me liking DeSantis and supporting DeSantis, when I was faced with a direct question, Trump or DeSantis, Trump. And it's not even close. There's no discussion to be had here. It's Trump. And when I see other people that know more about this stuff than me that can't answer that question, that pisses me off. Steven Crowder knows more than me about this world. He knows more about me. He knows more about this fear than me. And he couldn't answer the simple question. I'm going to wait and see. Just going to wait and see what this Trump guy is all about before I make up my mind. No, you were hedging your bets. And that's the nonsense that got us into this place to begin with, is people that just can't fully just say, yeah, Trump's the fucking man. And then you're worried about, oh, do you agree with every fucking thing? No, it's the Dana White method. Fuck you. I don't have to answer shit. Trump 2024. Fuck you if you disagree. Don't care. So that's really what it comes down to. Magnor says Shapiro went to Berkeley, so he's an elitist. RX Firm says Ben Shapiro has small Deke energy. Trump up, rhinos and the swamp down. Hail the 199 MAGA King 2024. Let's go. Absolutely. And I mean, and I've had my disagreements with Trump, for sure. But they're few and far between. But I do think that he's got to surround himself with better people, and I think he will. I mean, for crying out loud, you know, and Nikki Haley was in his administration. Good Lord, Nikki Haley, what a psychopath. And we see what Nikki Haley's about right now. Matter of fact, I think I had, I downloaded Mark Dice's video, right here. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, Nikki Haley is crazy. All right. Right here.
Nikki Haley, who is the Republican establishment's favorite candidate for president. They would prefer her over Ron DeSantis any day. Of course, we all know how they feel about Donald Trump, but she was on Fox News yesterday and unveiled her plan to fix social media if she were to become the president.
When I get into office, the first thing we have to do, social media accounts, social media companies, they have to show America their algorithms. Let us see why they're pushing what they're pushing.
Well, that's actually a good idea, but here comes the poison pill.
The second thing is every person on social media should be verified by their name. That's, first of all, it's a national security threat. When you do that, all of a sudden people have to stand by what they say, and it gets rid of the Russian bots, the Iranian bots, and the Chinese bots. And then you're going to get some civility when people know their name is next to what they say.
Accountability.
And they know their pastor and their family member is going to see it. It's going to help our kids, and it's going to help our country.
No, it's not going to help the kids, and it's not going to help the country, because if everybody had to use their real name when posting on social media, then college kids, high schoolers, and everybody else would have their careers ruined and their career paths completely cut off by simply voicing their opinions or posting uncomfortable facts on social media that go against the liberal orthodoxy, because we're now living under a Marxist regime. And let's not forget that the founding fathers, who wrote a bunch of articles and essays promoting the ratification of the Constitution, later known as the Federalist Papers, used pseudonyms to protect their real identities. This is the same thing that psychologist Jordan Peterson.
I didn't know he used that. I was listening to this video earlier, so I wasn't watching it. I didn't know he used that picture of Jordan B. Peterson. But yes, Jordan B. Peterson's been running with this nonsense forever. Jordan B. Peterson is all about it. You know what I mean?
To protect their real identities. This is the same thing that psychologist Jordan Peterson has been promoting for over a year now, because anonymous, quote, troll demons on Twitter keep hurting his feelings. And this is another reason not to vote for Ron DeSantis, because if by some miracle he is the Republican nominee, the odds are that he will pick Nikki Haley as his running mate, who, you may recall, said that she wasn't going to run for president at all if Donald Trump decided to run for re-election. Remember this lie?
I would not run if President Trump ran.
Neocon Nikki Haley is sounding an awful lot like New York Democrat Governor Kathy Hochul, who just revealed this plan.
Also, we're very focused on the data we're collecting from surveillance efforts, what's being said on social media platforms. And we have launched an effort to be able to counter some of the negativity and reach out to people when we see hate speech being spoken about on online platforms.
Oh, they can counter what people are saying. That sure sounds an awful lot like Operation Earnest Voice, the Department of Defense bot program, which, of course, they're only using in foreign countries because they would never lie and use it on Twitter and other social media accounts to try to influence Americans' opinions. And when people are saying things that the government or the ADL hates, then that's hate speech. And
he goes on to talk about Candace Owens, so we'll stop it right there. But yeah, this whole thing funny. I saw Tom McD says Jordan Peterson is brilliant. He absolutely is. Let's be clear. Jordan B. Peterson is a very, very, very intelligent man. No doubt about that. I'm not going to, I have a lot of respect for Jordan B. Peterson, but there's just this is the classic case of stay in your lane. You know what I mean? He's brilliant when it comes to a lot of the things he talks about. He ain't smart when it comes to this internet situation and your real names and anonymous people on the internet. Not even close. So it's just it's one issue he really is not very versed on. Magnum Norse says disagreement is allowed on CobraCast as it is in America. Absolutely. Wow, this woman is a technocrat. I think Zuckerberg is paying her. She's a plant. Yeah, Nikki Haley's a psychopath. Of course, Magnum. Disagreement, respectful conversation, even if we don't see eye to eye, man, that's what it's all about. Everybody in this chat doesn't owe me anything in terms of like your opinions. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to whatever you think, man. But as I grew up where we argued about stuff, we fought about stuff, and when it was all said and done, we shook hands and we walked away like men. And sometimes we were shaking hands, walking away completely just on opposite sides of it. And other times we would shake hands and we would kind of see it. We're a little bit closer after the conversation. But the rule is that you shake your hand and you walk away and leave it there. Leave it there. It's all it comes down to, man. So it's what it is. Lapco says Ben's still that little twerp that got stuffed into the locker, and Crowder has a weird feminine vibe at times. I'll still credit them when they're right, which is often, but I worship no man. Hey, no, I totally hear you on that, man. I totally hear you on that. Let's see. We got people cheering for weed, alcohol 2024, and then F drugs and alcohol. So, I mean, I personally don't do drugs or alcohol or smoke. I've never drank, never done a drug, never smoked a cigarette, never have, never will. It will never happen. Magnum North says communists don't let you walk away. Now, that is true. That is true. Unfortunately, sad but true. Let me see what people are saying here. It's the kind of magic says me neither. Hell yeah. And it's not like there's no reason behind me doing it. It's just a decision. Alan Tanash says, I heard Trump once patted Ben's head and his little hat came off. He even sparred sparred with Crowder in jiu-jitsu and handled him. I can't confirm, but this is what I heard. Let's see. EHEF says pro-Palestine protest trying to break into the Capitol at DC happening now. Really? Jeez, bro. Scary stuff going on, man. There's a lot of scary stuff going on. Cellular Dream says, dang, there goes my hopes for Candace being a bent keep. Thoughts on fitness with Nigel. And it says it's Nigel, Jeremy. However, I prefer Nige. There you go, brother. Thank you. I think you've told me this before, as a matter of fact. Gerald Armstrong says, I can't believe you didn't notice Jay's tweet on Benny's video. Yeah, Jay's going to make a video about this. He's going to make a video about it. I know he will. AR Master for 50 says, still disgusted of Newsom having Biden and Winnie the Pooh in my own home state. California has completely sold out. It feels like we've been invaded by China without firing a shot. We need Trump back. Trump 2024. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Newsom. Absolutely. That new campaign from Trump, where is that at? We need to play that one real quick. Trump ad. I may have to. Yeah. Here it is. All right. You want to talk about what America needs? This is what America needs right here, baby. Right here.
Before thousands were brutally killed, including Americans. Before Iran helped Hamas plan the attack, killing Americans. Before Biden gave billions of taxpayers' money to Iran. Trump played hardball with Iran. Destroyed ISIS. Kept the Middle East at peace. Kept us out of endless wars through strength.
History shows very plainly that evil only respects one thing: unyielding strength. When I'm back in the White House, our enemies will know if you spill a drop of American blood, we will spill a gallon of yours.
President Trump, the strength we need to make America strong again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Love it, man. Love it. One more time. One more time.
Only respects one thing: unyielding strength. When I'm back in the White House, our enemies will know if you spill a drop of American blood, we will spill a gallon of yours.
President Trump, the strength we need to make America strong again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
The GOAT right there. The GOAT. How can you not love that, man? Seriously, how can you not? What a guy. What a guy. Legalize adulthood. Let's see. And we walked away as men. Men are toxic now. Everyone is a femboy, simp douchebag now. Yes, I agreed. Legalize adulthood. Agreed. You can't ask these soy boys to just shake hands and walk away after an argument. Everybody's racist and sexist. Let's see here. Jared Armstrong says pro-Palestine riots near DNC HQ tonight. I'm going to have to look into that. Mixes, can we get some love for the ones in the back? Who? You? Well, we got you, bro. Joe for 5 says, have you seen the Democrats Veteran Day ad? They basically try to imply Trump doesn't respect soldiers as if Biden, the warmonger, does. Doesn't surprise me at all. Joe for 2 says ad. Oh, got it. Okay, I got it. Matthew Rive says, I, for one, can't wait to vote for Trump in 2024. Me neither. Let's see. Trump's Tupac's baby leg says, what's up, Ripa? Hayden Wayne says, got to stop super chatting so I can try to go to MegaCon laughing my ass off. Appreciate you, Hayden. Jared Armstrong says, I didn't know Candace was an InfoWorld Girls prior to TP or Daily Wire. I think she was. Fantastic Mr. Knox says, not just in the USA, it's happening in Australia. Also, as they're pushing for misinformation bill, for a misinformation bill that only allows government approved information. Yeah, government approved information. Yeah, let's trust that one. Rocket Sauce says, watching on Rumble and YouTube, hail the 199. Hail. I see Schwalbach in the house. Lord Botha says individual senators and or states will probably file lawsuits against the FCC that will drive it to the Supreme Court, where it will die. Troy News says, Kamala, do not come. Do not come. Trump says, I'm going to come. Crowd goes wild. My favorite Trump meme of all time. It is pretty damn great. Coop for 5 says, show the video of Biden getting greeting Winnie the Pooh in Cali. See any American flags? That is Biden and Newsom's new America. That happened today, right? Or is that happening now or something? Let's see. Philip Johnson says, you hear about the Michigan town that voted out their entire government for opting to build a Chinese battery factory? Great white pill story. I did not, but I will check. Alan Tanasi says, we need a salute Trump emoji. Absolutely. Let's see where we're at. Knights of Ben drop 5 gifted memberships. Let's go. JD Corey for Rumble says, are you going to cover the Habas motion that was filed in NYC? It was Haba, meaning Alina Haba. She roasted the judge in his own court. I've been traveling all day, so I actually got the notification about it, but I haven't seen any details on that. JD Corey says, can you give a shout out to our favorite sailor? The Snake Pit hopes he is doing okay, and much love from the chat. Yeah, we've spoken a few times. Seems like everything's going pretty good. So shout out. And then D. Corey says, let's see. For polling data, People's Pundits is the best place to find polling information. Also, a Supreme Court might get this FCC regulations, and it's going to be challenged. And then says, look at the case to turn over the FCC regulations. Nightmare that they just rammed through. Again, the blind lawyer offers his support. Oh, is it the blind lawyer? Okay, cool. Let's see. Lord Botha gifted a D-Day Cobra membership. Thank you. Jack and Back says, I've had 3 conversations, 1 to 2 hours each with never Trumpers about Trump. People are opening their eyes. Tides are shifting. CobraCast 199. Hail the Snake Pit. Lying Dogface Pony Soldier with a gifted membership. Thank you. Ministry of Wrong Thing. Joe's lampshading Trump's wins because he's afraid to be seen as choosing a side, but we all know where he stands. But that's the thing, though. I think that mentality has to stop, and I want more of the Dana White mentality, and that's what we need more of. Again, imagine if every single person that ran a company or had an influence, or if every single person had this mentality right here. Just imagine.
Me too. This happened to me. I posted a video for Trump, right, on my personal social media, and one of our big sponsors called and said, take that down. You know what I said? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You vote for whoever you want to vote for, and I'll vote for whoever I want to vote for. That's how this works. I don't even care who you're voting for. It's none of my fucking business. Well, fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't ever fucking call me and tell me who to vote for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of people feel.
Hell yeah, man. That's what it's all about right there. That's what it's all about. Let's see here. Where am I at? Okay. Alan Tanasi gifted 5 D-Day Cobra memberships. Let's go. Ace says, it blows my mind how people can't just say that Trump did a good job. It's almost blasphemy for them to admit it because they still have low-key TDS. Agreed. Dragon Dan says, Corinthians 15, 1-4. If you truly believe that, then you'll ultimately be saved. Ordain Royce says, hail the 199. Greetings from a proud servant of the Snake Pit cult. Thank you. Maddie says, great live stream tonight, 199. Thank you. Johnny David says, for me and my family in Western Australia, to you and yours, thank you for all you've done from an outpost far, far away. Hey, that's awesome, man. Thank you. Jay Tapia says, Jeremy, you got to look up Steve Turley playing the guitar on the 700 Club. He shreds. Really? That's awesome. Johnny C. Prime says, I believe Trump is the only one with the strength who can stop World War III from happening. 2024 will be important. Our important elections. Will be our most important elections we will ever have. Trump 2024. Phil, let's see, from the Thief for the UK says, Alex Jones will be back eventually. Elon is unbanning everyone in stages to not spook advertisers. Like, Elon's earned a lot of credit from me, so we'll see what his plan is. The Cloud Crusher says, since you've been talking about Israel versus Palestine, the pro-Palestine protesters just set fire to the DNC. Trash taking out the trash. That is fucking crazy. General T says, just wanted to say that I enjoy your passion. I enjoy your passion, and everyone vote Trump 2024. Hail the 199. Thank you. It's kind of magic. Says, race swapping white characters isn't representing black people. It's whiteness in blackface. Watch their wokies' heads go when you tell them that. Emmanuel gifted a D-Day Cobra membership. Dom H gifted 5 D-Day Cobra memberships. Black Tailgate. Have you covered the riot in DNC headquarters yet? Benny was talking about it with Dinesh, or Beanie was talking about with Dinesh 20 minutes ago. Hail chat. Yeah, I have not seen that yet, so I'm going to have to look into it. Hayden says, I don't have faith that Roberts votes to stop the FCC vote. Roberts is establishment and has no spine. Yeah, I mean, this is just one phase of it, so we're just going to have to see what happens. I'm very, very worried, though. The Red Ranger says, Happy Krista Giving, Merry Christmas, and Happy Kika year to you, MCU fan. I don't think MCU fans even here. Dominion in the house with the member message. Thank you, Dominion Zephon. And that is going to bring us to a close tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you're interested, we're going to be playing Titanfall 2 over on the Geeks and Gamers Play channel. So if you have not, you can go over there. We're going to be live in about 45 minutes playing Titanfall 2 on live, not the main Geeks and Gamers channel, on the gaming channel, Geeks and Gamers Live. So make sure you go and subscribe over there. Show us some love. Drop a like. Let me drop a like. I think I'm signed into D-Day Cobra. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to some Titanfall 2. It's been a couple of weeks since we played Titanfall 2. Let's see where we're at. All right, and of course, we're not, wow, we had great viewers and we still don't have 1,000 likes. We had consistently 1,600 people and we haven't hit 1,000 likes. Snake Pit, what the hell is going on? What the hell is happening around here? What the hell's happening around here with these likes? Y'all want sexy back end or not? Not G&G Play. Yes, on G&G Play. On G&G Play. Let's see here. Look at there. We're getting there. Jessica says a very happy birthday to our favorite DEI officer, Ryan Kinnell. Yeah, you guys make sure if you guys can just go on Twitter and tag Ryan Kinnell and wish him a happy birthday. That would be great. Or let's see. What here, you know what? Hang on. If you guys can just go retweet my tweet. I'm gonna, yeah, here we go. Hang on. I'm gonna picture I'm gonna post a picture of Dave Filoni, and I'm gonna put like happy birthday Ryan Kinnell. Here we go. Right here. Hang on. All right. He's gonna get so mad about this. I'm gonna try to find a picture of Filoni that he looks real. Here we go. Okay, so we're at 1,000 now. Okay. Happy birthday, Ryan Kinnell. There we go. Happy birthday. If you guys can go retweet that for me, I appreciate that. So I posted a picture of Dave Filoni just for Ryan Kinnell. Rocket Sauce is for 10 says, I grew up where the loser of the fist fight buys the first round. Think it out, talk it out, fight it out, figure it out. It ain't hard. Take your lumps, learn your lessons. Absolutely. Let's thank you, Rocket Sauce. James Norman says, if they really cast Pedro as Reed, I'm done with Marvel forever. They have one more chance and they're fucking it up already. Don't have faith in them, brother. It's not worth it. They don't deserve your respect or anything like that. They do not deserve it. Oh man. I like trolling Ryan with the Filoni picture. Here's the tweet right here for anybody interested. If you want to go right there. There we go. Happy birthday, Ryan. There you go, buddy. Just for Ryan right there. I know he'll love that picture of Dave Filoni. All right, we are at 1,000 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go with the sexy back end. Boom! Look at there. $1,000 in chat revenue and 52 new members. Let's go. Wow. 52 new members. You guys are the best. We got 200 people watching on Rumble right now. We've had a good night. CobraCast is growing. All right. CobraCast is growing. So I really appreciate you guys and all your support. Means the world. It means the world. So pretty good for a fig, says Will Chi. But yeah, so we're going to be live over on Geeks and Gamers Play here in just a bit. So if you guys are interested, let me see. I don't know if Eric K dropped a link to, oh, here, Cam Man got it. So let me pin that. There you go. Holy crap. Wait a minute. Willie Will. What the fuck? What? What just happened? What just happened? Holy shit. Holy crap. Hayden. Jeremy, YouTube is not letting me ask about the DC stuff. Twitter has stuff you could see live with you. They may strive. See, I want to be aware of how YouTube's handling it before I react. I need to watch it and assess it first. So I'll have to see first because I've already got a pending strike on this channel right now, so I got to be careful. Willie freaking Will. Holy crap. Yeah, you know what time it is. I got to find it. Can somebody find that clip? Hailstorm's not here. I don't have Hailstorm backstage, so I don't know if I can find that clip right now. I was supposed to download it, and I never downloaded it. The Ripa clip. Let's see. I'm looking. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. Eric, what do you think? You think you can find it for me, Eric? Willie freaking Will, man. Holy crap. I was not prepared for this, Willie. Willie Will owns the show now. Just got to give it to him. It's all him. Come on. I'm scrolling back. I wish Twitter had the one thing I'll give Facebook is that their search function and messages so much better than Twitter. Twitter's messaging system is kind of crap, if I'm being honest. And it's been a long time since we got this $500 one. Damn it. Yeah, you guys see if you can find it and let me know. In the meantime, we do have this one. So in the spot of Ripa's clip, we'll show you this.
With the failure of the Marvels, many people are starting to hope that these comic book films will get away from the crackpot wokeness and start to restore the hero's journey in stories that we know and love. The original MCU characters were great, and they don't have to be white men. That's not the issue. The issue is your stories suck. We now have this story from the Post-Millennial. Gay, sex-fueled Green Lantern comic book dead on arrival after fans reject it and sales fall flat. The only way we can shut these people down is to make this book an undeniable success, Sheridan told his fans. Let me just stress for you. The comic book industry is not dying. The comic book industry has been taken over and is being worn like a skin suit by woke psychopaths. And this is proof. Anything like this? Are we going to... Oh, okay. Alpha Core #1 campaign. What do we got here? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
300,000 pre-order campaign goal. $959,000 in sales. Here we go. ISOM #1. I think we just had. That's 3.7. And ISOM #2. Where's ISOM #2 at? Is that going to load? I can't get that one to load. Come on. What's going on? I don't know. Whatever. Ripaverse could be worth as high as, with these kinds of sales each year, millions of dollars, $20 to $50 million. We can expect the company to generate several $1 million every single year. For this reason, the company itself has a projected revenue, which is value, plus hard assets and intellectual property. So I want Eric July to be greater than Stan Lee and Jack Kirby and all of these other comic book creators. I want him to stand up and say, we know what makes comic books good. We know what inspired us as kids, and they've abandoned us, and we're taking over. I want every one of these people at DC and Marvel and any other of these companies to look at him and wish they were doing what he was doing. I want every kid who is looking for new superheroes to think, this is cool. They won't buy Green Lantern, and that's sad because we love Green Lantern. We love all these characters that they're destroying. But you know what? If they're going to destroy them and they're going to sell out, then let kids look up to this. And
that's awesome right there. So there's your Rip a clip right there. Go support Alpha Core. All right. Thank you, Willie Will. Again, incredible, bro. Incredible. Thank you so much. Wow. Humbled beyond belief. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about why, like, everything G&G is doing right now is operating on a different level. And I don't know, man. I look at it and it's hard for me to grasp what we have here. Every stream we do, people are there, and you guys have no idea the value just by being in the chat, just by communicating with us, just showing enthusiasm in the chat. Not even about super chats, not even about gifted memberships. I'm just telling you that the value that you give a creator by being in the chat and showing them that somebody listening to them, somebody cares about what they're saying, it means the fucking world. And I can speak for anybody on this platform right now that is just growing their channel. If you are a fan of somebody, you commenting in their chat makes them feel like $1 million fucking bucks, dude. And I'll tell you right now, I don't care how many people are watching. I don't care how many people are on streams. I was on 2 streams this past week with 18,000 people watching. I was on the drinker stream on Open Bar. We had 18,000. And then Friday Night Tights the next day, we had 18,000 watching. We've got collectively over 1 million subscribers across all the G&G channels and all the networks that we have, over 1 million followers. I wake up every day just thankful as hell for each and every person I have watching me. It really is amazing. And I don't know what I did to deserve it. I don't know why people keep showing up. I don't get it. And I just know that I'm thankful for every single bit of it. And I wake up every day knowing I got to work my ass off to keep it and to keep working hard for the people that make this possible. So amazing stuff, man. Amazing stuff. So thank you guys so much. It's really, really cool. And, you know, I don't know. I'm just going to keep grinding and keep doing what I do and listening to the feedback of the people. And your voice matters. Your feedback matters. Your constructive criticism matters. And it helps us get better as we build this thing up. It's really good shit, man. So lean back, have a snack, take a nap, just drop 10 gifted memberships. Wow. Rocket Sauce says, Willie Will, speech. Lean back, have a snack says, hail chat, I'm 12 minutes behind on this stream listening on audio. How's the green looking in the chat? Ooh, so he was teasing that. Right there. A feline named JJ says, what's this here about Trans Inside Out 2? I haven't heard that one. I mean, I saw the Inside Out 2 trailer, but I didn't see anything about trans. Dilbo T Baggins says, thank you for your authenticity. Love the chat. Hail Cobra 199. Mega. Thank you. Dom H says, thank you, Jeremy. You're the best. Thank you, Dom. Appreciate that, brother. Dirty Jersey says, how's GGHQ shaping up or too early to know? It really just, like, I'm gonna have to make a decision as to, like, what are we doing? I mean, it's cost me a lot to run everything here in Orlando. It's a lot. It's a huge, like, again, so I have a home in Pensacola. I have family, and I you know, and so being here and paying for this, it's a massive cost, but it's been a hell of a run for us this year, and Geeks and Gamers has grown substantially. And it's been great being with the crew. We've still got we got Stuttering Craig coming to town. We just had Drew Hernandez here. We got Melanie Mack coming to town. We're going to do some content with them both. So it's just a matter of, keeping things moving and keeping the revenue coming in. But it has been a massive, cost to keep this rolling. But it's, I'm very happy with everything we've done. At the end of the year, I'm going to have to reassess and kind of determine what do I want to do moving forward? How do I want to do this? At the end of the day, content is the king. And as long as we can provide content, that's what we're going to do. Rocket Sauce says, here's some money for $20. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rocket Sauce. Thank you all. Man, you guys, incredible. So we're going to end it there. Yeah, I'm not happy with the Spectrum Internet. No, although they did get it. They have improved it. I will give them credit where credit's due. In the last month, it has been substantially better. They came out here, they worked on some stuff, and they have made it better. I'll give them that. JM the Elite fan says, what's up, y'all? Jeremy is gay. That is all. I love this chat, dude. Gung Ho Max says Willie, Will, and Brock are personally funding G&G Mortgage. Bro, there's a lot more that are helping. Those two guys are helping. Don't forget our boy Hayden, Wayne, Dougie B. There's many of them you can mention. There's many of them. Yes, Jack and back. I did get your mirror message. I got them all. I think I'm caught up on all super chats now. Hayden said, yeah, I got that one from Hayden. And James Norman, I got that one. Yep, we're good. Okay, so Titanfall 2 in 30 minutes over on Geeks and Gamers Play. So you guys are the best. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great night, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are amazing, and I'll keep doing as best I can. As long as you guys are enjoying what we're doing, that's all that matters to me. Vault 95 says, will the Gay Lantern outsell Alpha Core? I don't know. I guess we will see. Yes, I will leave you with some Sabaton. That's it. Love you guys. Have a great night, and we'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.
Time to rule at last. 15 years have I been waiting
All right, guys. Thank you again so much for an awesome stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Freaking Willie Will, $500 super chat. Insane. I'll see you over on Geeks and Gamers Play in 30 minutes for Titanfall 2. Let's go. Have a good night. Love you all. Bye, everyone. Shout out to you, Warren Smith. I see you, brother. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, man. Hope you're doing well, man.